family units. We were having a little chat beforehand. You got to do what's necessary from that standpoint, right? Hey, everybody on TikTok and on Instagram. If you're there, nobody's there on Instagram. It's crickets on Instagram. So if you want to go give me some love on Instagram, go to Dr. Mo Gibbons over there. Okay, we are officially live on the tube. So let's go with the disclaimer first so I don't forget. So who am I? I'm Dr. Mo, and somebody just put a heart on my head. That was amazing. That's amazing. Thank you. I really needed that today more than you know. Thank you very much. So we're live on YouTube, Instagram, Zoom, and TikTok in my little makeshift studio in the backyard because I don't want to go inside. It's still too nice outside. So I am a doctor. I am not your doctor. This is social media. So we sit here and we shoot the shit and have a good time. Try not to get kicked off of TikTok. That's really how we roll. I'm here. So you'll hear in the background, Courtney and Amanda. They are from Active Medical Solutions, which is our medical practice. That's where we have, I got some Dan Martell elite people over on Instagram. See? Yay. Oh, Amanda. How are you, Amanda? And Amanda, who's in the background. So here's the problem. I can't have people go live because it screws up my Zoom video. It gets really screwball. So I can't, so it's so weird. I know. It's bizarro. But if you have questions, type them in the chat. We'll get to them either on YouTube or I've got the YouTube up. So throw them in YouTube. It's watchdrmo.com. We talk about all things lifestyle, right? So funny thing is we were having this conversation before we went live about some family/kid issues, discipline issues, because, it's not my forte. Right? Sounds familiar. If you're in any of my fitness groups, mindset groups, Brandon's here. Check it out. We got a crew. Everyone is visible on Zoom and YouTube, except for Brandon, who has his camera turned off. So, man, thanks for the thumbs up, Amanda. Doing good. Cheerleader. So what we do is we talk about GLP-1s. We talk about lifestyle, because lifestyle is not just for the patients, right? And lifestyle is not just about food and about what medications you take. Lifestyle is about the sleep you get, the stress you have, what you're doing with your food intake, how you're dealing with your family, how you're dealing in relationships. I actually, one of my assistant coaches in private coaching now is my coach for relationships because because I have some work. There you go. Family relationships, keeping the kids. Brandon just showed his kid. So you got to pop up on YouTube too, because that's kind of fun. They're forever on YouTube. If you ever want to go back and rewatch this shit, feel free. So anyhow, if you want to come see us as a patient, it's amstelehealth.com. Click be a patient or return. If you're returning, go through the same way, because we've been missing people when they text back end. We get confused. Just go the same way, update your intakes and carry on. It'll take you about 3 minutes. So, all right. I learned yesterday that increasing the incline on a treadmill is intense. Absolutely. People really forget that walking is viable. Okay. It doesn't have to be Ironman training. It doesn't have to be CrossFit. It doesn't have to be 2 hours. Yeah, you got to actually do some work, right? But I lift for 20 minutes a day. It's actually supposed to be an hour 3 times a day for strength training, or I'm sorry, 3 times a day. Wouldn't that be fun?
No.
No, it's supposed to be, I think, well, it's not supposed to be an hour. It's supposed to be a prescribed workout 3 times a week. But I found out if I do 3 times a week, I do no times a week, maybe once. If I do 20 minutes a day, I can push it and just alternate muscle groups, just alternate through. It's just like having, mini weeks. That works for me. Nothing that goes on in my life will make me deviate from my way of eating. I cannot love that more. Yeah. Holy shit. I needed that today. I don't know if you saw my Instagram story. For those of you who are here on Instagram, I posted today. I had a good mindset. I was doing the things, I was actually, I'm changing the coaching structure a little bit with payments because I've got to link it to our software platform and the developers. So we talk about integration all the time in lifestyle medicine. Well, my developers are making me integrate all 3 companies essentially in their branding and in the way we go. Okay. So I got to restructure some things. No big deal. It's fun, whatever. Great thing. And then something at home threw me a curveball. What do I have to watch out for? This is like the teaching part, right? I'm doing this like coaching. I probably shouldn't do this like coaching. Ask me more questions so I shut up, okay? Anyway, so, but I had a relationship thing that threw me for a loop. So I ended up spending 45 minutes on this, developing a plan, figure out mentally, how do I do this? I go to my people, I talk about it, I get through it. I go to sources that know more than I do. I've got a really good friend who's a sixth grade math teacher. Okay, let's ask her because she knows what the hell's going on. And she's her kid's teacher. Talk about perfect question, right? I'm like, here's what I need. So I go to my people and then I turn and be of service. So now I'm here, we're better. All that stress that I felt in here is so much better. What would I have done in the past? All of you in this room and Zoom know it. All of you probably out there know it because I talk about it. I would have reached for food. I absolutely would have reached for food, right? Or I would have reached for, the other thing is being critical or freaking my shit, right? Don't freak your shit, get a plan, focus, go to gratitude, figure out where you are. Okay, that's it. Let's do some questions. I want to do my Instagram question first. My 17-year-old has been forcing me to do daily with him 50 push-ups. It's a great way to bond and I feel good. That's freaking amazing.
Nice.
That's, I mean, that's talk about like, so it's physical, right? And it's that relationship stool. Stool, not that kind of stool. That was an 8th grade boy laugh right there. When I coach, there's a visual I have. It's the table, right? Which is the life you don't need to retire from, that awesome life that you picture. And it has 3 legs on the stool. And the goal is to build very strong legs. The legs are health, relationships, and wealth. Wealth isn't just about the money. So hi, Julie. I refuse to. So much of my life has affected my eating. Nothing was ever solved. No, it just gives you another big fucking problem. Sorry, should probably, I don't know if I'll get kicked off of Instagram too. I should probably not do that either. Okay. Do we believe in the lipo shots and what is AOD? Somebody want to grab the lipo shots for me? You'll hear Amanda, Brandon, and Courtney. Amanda's like, what? No, whoever wants to answer. What do we think about the lipo shots?
We use them. We have people that enjoy them and like them. If it, I say they're certainly not harmful. We wouldn't prescribe anything that was harmful. And we do have some people that feel like they get a bit more energy from them, just feel a little bit better when they take them. So we are not opposed to trying those at all. I don't know that I would think that they are the best thing for weight loss if used alone. And I probably wouldn't advise that, but certainly to help kind of as an added boost, get you a bit more energy, they're not harmful at all.
Yeah. And that actually kind of brings us to the AOD question, because AOD has been marked as category 2 in the FDA. I think it's called category, whatever. The FDA said there needs to be more research before we can deem it as safe. There's a bunch of things that we used to prescribe that we felt were safe based on the studies that are out there. But the government did not agree, so we no longer prescribe them. So lipo shot is a lot of compound pharmacies will combine certain lipo B, which has B vitamins in it, lipo C, which has C vitamins in it for like either immunity or B12. Same. B12. Somebody, Annette, thank you very much for calling me bad. B12 drops, the B vitamins, and then C vitamins. The water soluble vitamins are often just as well absorbed orally than IM or sub Q. So it really depends, but some people swear by the shots. So as long as, it's done sterilely, right? Anything we prescribe is always a risk benefit. I almost got into a down and dirty debate with somebody and I'm like, don't do it. Don't do it. You don't have time for this. But, you can't, like the GLP-1s, they paralyze your, here, let's address the objections. They paralyze your gut. They just teach you that you can eat bad foods and I don't know, all the things, right? And I'm like, yeah, no, no. I've been I have no qualms about saying this publicly, obviously. I've been in a 12-step group for over 20 years. And alone, I couldn't even do the work required in the 12-step group without help from medication. So, for me, I'm like the remedial weight loss person because it's not about the weight, right? It's like wealth isn't about the money. It's not. It's about building a life. It's about building the lazy way. Oh yeah, there's another one. Yeah, you're just lazy. Fuck that. Sorry.
I saw that. No, I think she was talking about she uses the B12 drops instead of a shot.
Oh, okay. Well, but if she's talking about because no, I think she's saying that if that's an objection, people don't get it. Yeah, no. Yeah, people say it's cheating, but guess what? I wear shoes too. So that's Neil's. I wear shoes. I buy meat that's prepared at the store. I'm not killing my own chickens. Oh, sorry, Amanda.
No, I don't kill mine either.
Amanda doesn't kill her chickens either.
They're still freeloaders, so I'm starting to get annoyed with them.
It's
I
like
have not gotten my $3,000 egg yet.
Yeah, where the hell's that goose? We need that golden egg.
Well, no, because everyone posts on the chicken websites of their first egg is a $3,000 egg.
Nice. That's hilarious.
Not got my $3,000 egg. I need to go check today.
I was gonna say, where's that $3,000 egg? But I mean, that's just it, right? And granted, opinions are like assholes. We know this, right? Hold on, I need to wave on Instagram. I mean, for real, I actually push a little wave button. Yeah, how opinions are. We all have them. And literally my brain just went, medically, some people don't have assholes. I'm like, oh my God, they're rare. Just stop. This is what my brain.
We create them one.
Right. Exactly. We make them. We give them. We make it.
We make you one.
Oh my God. Oh, this is what my brain does. This is what it's like living in my head. I am like, Jesus. No wonder my husband's tired of me. Jesus, what am I taking? Okay. So, all right, Curtis, what am I taking? I know, right? What am I taking? Not enough. So I take tirzepatide. I went on tirzepatide. I went on Mounjaro July 4th, 2022, my Independence Day. And within 6 hours, my brain was quiet. Obviously not as quiet anymore. No, I from the food noise part, it was a super interesting phenomenon of what is this quiet up here? And after 40 plus years of struggle, my struggle is about 20% now of what it used to be. I'll take it. I can do 12-step work. I can do cognitive. We are feisty today and I'm here for it. Yeah. I'd say sorry, but I'm not. We should go salty. I named my car Salty. Anyway, that's another diversion. So I also take supplements. I do take creatine. I take creatine for both muscle preservation because I'm an old lady at 50. Muscle preservation and dementia prevention. I take magnesium because I have migrainous weirdness, but I take glycinate so I don't poop my brains out. I know TMI. There's no TMI. There's no TMI on social media. I heard Dan Martell say, I'm going to paraphrase and make it short. He said yesterday, he was talking about how, could you imagine what it would have felt like if he had been outed on social media after all of his business success that, oh my God, Dan was in rehab, Dan was in jail. He talks about it freely. And that's kind of not why I talk about being in a 12-step group, but my personal recovery and professional success depend on me not hiding. I'm not going to say, oh my God, I have the perfect marriage and everything is fantastic. I had a little hiccup this morning with a school situation. Real life, right? Real life, real world. That's how we roll. So you couldn't really out me for anything. We won't talk about college. I mean, we can talk about it, but there's no video evidence. So we're not gonna.
Thank goodness for that. So glad I went to college before social media.
Queen. Hold on. Queen TJ. I take Zepbound week 4, walk 6 miles a day, change my eating, but I feel like the weight loss is slow. Let me let my other people talk because I'm too talkative today.
Amanda and I were both what we call slow responders. At week 4, I might have been white knuckling it to have lost a pound that first month. It just didn't happen. Bumped up my dose to 5 milligrams. And that next month, again, white knuckling like I had been doing all of my life, it felt like, and maybe lost 2 pounds. Bumped up to 7.5 and felt some appetite suppression, but still, I never felt that true. Now, the food noise was quiet. I could walk by a cookie for the first time in my life and not want to grab the cookie or the cake. That part was quiet. But my feeling the need to eat a full plate of food, or what I considered a full serving, which the American diet is way over a full serving, That's where what I now refer to as the mathematical truth came in. One, I had to cut down my portion and just realize inside my brain that I did not need that much food. And Mo had to kind of call me out and say, okay, if you're not hungry and you're still not losing, and I'd say, here's all that I'm eating. Yeah, well, some of that's got to cut down. You got to cut one of those meals into half. And I did, and I was fine, and I wasn't starving, and I didn't want to claw on the pantry door. It was a huge brain game for me, but it took until month 3 and me really, really getting true to myself before I noticed any weight loss. So don't give up. There's a lot of people that don't respond that first month.
And I'm wondering about that 6 miles a day.
Yeah,
I honestly think that might be too much long and low. I mean, it's nothing wrong with that, but I wonder if just mixing in some short strength training.
Well, we always recommend strength training for sure. A couple times a week, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm going to repin this comment again because I want to hit it. So this is interesting. So this is perspective. Courtney was talking about the brand game, right? Because Lynn said, it's amazing. I've been on tirzepatide 3 weeks and have lost 5 pounds. Feel so optimistic. That is bitched about in everybody's, in the Facebook groups, everybody. It's so slow. It's so slow. And Lynn's like, holy shit, but I'm doing it for the first time. Because most of us at this end point, we couldn't diet anymore. We couldn't white knuckle it. Like I could have all the intention in the world. And I've actually been doing some work around the back end work of that, setting up my life so that I don't fail. I know, remedial. I hear you. But look at this. This is the difference between, oh my God, I've only lost 5. And holy shit, I lost 5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It goes back to your point of being honest with yourself too, of really kind of, to Courtney's point, writing down a calorie count, writing down your macros, and getting serious about counting every little thing that goes in.
Yeah, I mean, we got to pay homage to Neil because he ditched us, but just kidding. I'm assuming he's for his anniversary tomorrow. But what Neil always talks about, like the sauces. I mean, that's the thing. Have you ever actually weighed out an actual serving of mayonnaise? It's so disappointing.
Or peanut butter. Peanut butter's the worst.
Butter and mayonnaise, man. Like, way to totally ruin my life. Thank you very much. Really, for mayonnaise is worse for me. And I did buy Justin's almond butter, maple almond butter. And you know when I overate it? Here comes a little 12-steppy shit. Sorry about this, but I overate it when I'm not in fit spiritual condition. Right? I mean, the whole thing. Oh, there's Maribel. Where is Maribel? Okay, hold on. If you're not in our states, we're going to do this. Because I bought my friends. We call our little band of bandits the office now because like that's it. We have this little like telehealth mastermind going on because holy shit, life is hard sometimes. Anyway, if you want to go to, if you're not in our states, hold on. Thank you, Lena, for posting this. We're in Alabama, Arizona, Indiana, Louisiana, Mississippi, Pennsylvania, Michigan. Really? Michigan. That too. Wisconsin, Florida, Michigan, New York, Ohio, Tennessee, Texas, and Virginia. I always forget Texas, which cracks me up because we are all, except for Amanda, located in Texas. But so if you're not in those states, you can go to either Maribel, go to whereismaribel.com, or Nicole Baldwin, whereisnicole.com, because I can never remember the website. So I bought them presents. Oh my gosh, this is me. This is living in my head. What was I going to say about that? Shoot. Oh, Virginia, we just found out that when you renew your prescription with us, a couple things. If you are our patients, first of all, welcome back. Awesome. Don't forget, tomorrow night is 7:00 patient only, 7 p.m. Central. Private, little more private than this, if you want to really air some dirty laundry. So if you're in Virginia, we got to meet once a month by TV. Bring my age there a little bit. We got to see your face once a month. Only has to be a couple minutes, but we got to see your face. So that's a new thing that I learned about yesterday. Once you know better, you do better. So we do video visits for all of our patients, though, either way. But say those again slower. Oh dear. Lena, are you over on TikTok? Can you cut and paste those? I'll have Lena. I'll have Lena cut and paste them because I can't paste. If you guys should see this, hold on. I'm going to show you. Ready? So this is the other two screens we've got going. This is what we're doing. All right, there we go.
Thanks, Lena.
Thanks, Lena. Saving my butt. I got people. Say those again slower. Yeah, I should probably say a lot of shit slower. Okay. Oh, I got all kinds of elite people over here on. Oh, I got a little Welsh Terrier. We're waving to my people. Sorry, I get have fun on Instagram. So we just started going live on Instagram as well last week. But that's the only way I know how to do it. Like I'm not gonna figure out the streaming key. I'm not gonna go to restream. I went to restream before and it like the stream keeps cutting out, which is a pain in the ass. You can't do it on TikTok anyway. And I'm like, fuck it. We're gonna do it the way Dave said to do it in the beginning. So here we are. So we are on Zoom, YouTube, live every Tuesday that we can be at 10 a.m. Central. All right. So what do you got? Lifestyle questions. What do we got to know? If you're looking at GLP-1s or if you're on GLP, let me go over. So this was, damn it. Cause I said, come to our live today. Cause Neil loves to talk about this and Neil's not here, but we're going to do it anyway. Somebody on one of the groups, doesn't know how to use that little, magnifying glass that says search, right? Cause oh my God, I just started. What do I do about the burps? Holy shit. Where the fuck you been? I know, I get it. But you know what, where they've been? They haven't seen the bright side yet. So here they are.
Yep. Just
starting, freaked out because they've got these disgusting burps. So they call them sulfur burps and Neil hates it. So I'm missing that he's not here today. It's from literally food fermenting in your stomach because GLP-1s paralyze your stomach. Just kidding. Because we overeat as a society. And you're like, no, we don't. Yeah, we do. Okay. Not debatable. We overeat as a society and the shit sits in our stomach. What's the stuff that's going to smell worse? Cruciferous vegetables, red meat, disgusting. Like seriously, it sits there forever. Meatloaf, Whole Foods meatloaf, man. That damn near killed me one day. I was like, literally, I thought, oh my God, I have pancreatitis. I think I'm going to have to go to the ER. Holy shit. Nope. Whole Foods meatloaf. What a shame. Weight maintenance. Do I have a recommended protocol? I wish. No, we actually don't do protocols. So one of you guys can grab that one. So I shut up.
Most famous statement, maintenance is messy. What we will do, there are a lot of different ways to do maintenance. And what we do is really dig in with you. And I tell everybody, hey, when you get there, we are going to dig in with you and we will tailor a plan that works to your needs. So our first recommendation would be, okay, you're at maintenance, probably just stay status quo for like a month. Just like stay right where you are. Just keep taking your injection. You know, if it's Monday morning, every Monday morning, let's keep it there for a week. Then we can try to start scaling down your dose a little bit. Or some people start spacing it out. That being said, we wouldn't recommend spacing it out any longer than probably 8 or 9 days. 10 days is kind of pushing it for you to have like some upcharge of side effects. But I do have people that take a low dose, say like 5 milligrams of tirzepatide or like 0.5 milligrams of semaglutide. And they're like, hey, I take this every 12 days and I feel great. I have no side effects when I re-inject. So we will definitely work with you and get you to a plan. We do have some patients that are able to switch to an oral alternative and cost-saving alternative and still able to maintain once they've established some really good lifestyle patterns. So we'll work and see what works best for you. You just if you're our patient, we would recommend keeping in really good touch with us. Our patients have unlimited text access to us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and one of us will get back to you. You've got a team of 4 nurse practitioners that take shifts, and one of us is back in touch within 12 to 24 hours and typically much, much less than that.
Yeah. So maintenance is super individual. Yeah, it's a bit of a roller coaster. Like I was hoping that maintenance would be like cruise control, right? You get on the highway and you're like, all right, this is good. Here's how we go. Every Monday I do 5. Here's what I eat. Here's what I eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. This is like my dream life, right? What reality was every so often my stress would get out of control. Every so often, every other minute. My sleep was shitty. My hormones were up and down. Who knows? And some weeks I take 5 milligrams. Some weeks I take 7.5. I've been at the same weight for over a year and a half now, roughly, give or take. I had a 6-month period of wicked stress that I gained 10 pounds, couldn't get it off. It was Christmas to Easter. So we went from Dove chocolate and mini eggs and had a great time. So yeah, anyhow, so I got an Instagram comment. What do I think of intermittent fasting? So that's a double-edged sword for me. I don't like that. I don't like the term. It's not, it depends, right? My kid hates when I say it depends, but it really does, because intermittent fasting is a way to reduce your calories in a traditional diet setting. If it's a religious fasting, I think that's, do what your faith tells you to do. I like not eating for 13 hours a day most days. I don't click the button anymore, which probably means I'm not doing it, to be honest. It's not tracked. And that which isn't tracked doesn't happen. For me anyway. I do get out of bed every day and I don't track that, so that's pretty good. But actually okay, I do track though. I do track my sleep. So I guess I kind of do track that. But intermittent fasting for me, I like to go over 12 hours. I like more than half of my day to be not spent shoving food down my gullet, because I've had so many years of just eating all the time that I want to have the true rest and digest period. That's what my intermittent fasting is. I don't do 16 and 8. That pushes it too much. And plus I can't do large. Well, that's a big fat lie. I almost said I can't do large volume on tirzepatide. Big fat lie there. I can eat a lot of shit. Especially if it's refined food, I can eat a lot. So that was a big fat lie. Don't lie to yourself. Don't lie to other people. There you have it. So I think it's a good thing, but I think more than, just saying, oh, intermittent fasting is fantastic. No, you got to figure out what are you doing? Are you doing alternate day fasting? Are you fasting for 5 days? Like believe me, Courtney and I have done all the damn protocols. Amanda and I, we've done all the we've tried all of it. If you're on a GLP-1 though, we have to almost treat it like a bariatric procedure where you eat small meals frequently, especially in the beginning, so you don't get the sulfur burps and shit doesn't sit in your stomach and ferment. So, this sort of depends on a lot of things. Oh, Pacific Tales, love it. See, that's the mindset. That's what we do in coaching. That's what we're doing. Freaking love it. Was frustrated with slow progress, down 5 in 1 month. I can reframe that. I'm 20% into my goal. In 1 month, 20%. There it is. Sorry. Thanks for making my day. I should probably read those all out for the replay, but I didn't. It was, I read it, but it was really fast. My buffalo's coming out today. Sorry, like big time. Ooh, husband was moved from Ozempic to Mounjaro. Any side effects I should look for? Thanks for the follow, Jess. Less side effects. Across the board, we see less side effects on tirzepatide than we do on semaglutide. Courtney, what do you think? Because you're on semaglutide now.
So I would say everybody's a little bit different. Most people have less side effects on tirzepatide than they do on semaglutide. I definitely have more side effects on semaglutide, but they've been beneficial side effects for me, if that makes sense. A lot of times on tirzepatide, I felt like, there were a lot of weeks that it's like, is this working? Is there anything in my body, until I would have like a snack accident when I would realize that it wore off and I forgot what day I needed to do my shot. And I'd look at my grocery cart and be like, oh yeah, it was working. Semaglutide, most days until it starts to wear off, I can tell that I'm taking something, and it allows me to not only walk by some of the sweets, but also just like know that some components of food are just not going to sit well with me, or that they need to be in much smaller volumes. So I don't mind a little bit of nausea to remind me every now and then that, hey, that wasn't such a good idea, or a little, stomach cramp to remind me that, oh, that doesn't sit well with you. You shouldn't eat a full serving of that, even if you really want it. But I would say overall, most people have much less side effects on tirzepatide.
And he'll have better weight loss if he needs to lose weight. If he doesn't need to lose weight, we have a very specific patient who does not want to go down, but she needs the drug for food noise. So it has become much like my own I don't need to go down at all. My weight's where I want it to be. Body fat's a little high, but we're actually working with her on increasing calorie density in foods that do agree with her. that keep her weight stable. So that's what we do as a practice. This is not we're not like, okay, eat less, move more, here's your drug and good luck, right? We work with you. We have this call, which is public. I do have a separate coaching call, which is in depth, does a lot more mindset. We do financial stuff, help you build a life you don't need to retire from. That's the hour after this. If you want to get into that, shoot, I keep forgetting to say this. If you want to get into private coaching or want more information on private coaching, just send me the word success, find me, message me, not in comments, but in the DMs, or email. All my websites have email shit and contact shit because they have to by the FTC regulations. You know where to find me. I'm about as visible as you get. Just ask me questions. All right, let me grab this question. Tips to determine goal weight. I'm 5'2.5", currently 140, thinking 130, but maybe 120, not sure. So there are, of course, calculators. BMI, people will say BMI is a farce. It is not. It is across populations and a disease marker. Because got to remember, I'm a doctor. The people with me here are nurse practitioners. We are medical professionals. Okay, this is not medical advice, but we're still educated as hell. Okay. So we understand the utility, but we're not stupid about it. If your BMI is high, but your body fat is low, weirdly enough, it actually still is a marker of disease. So I probably shouldn't say that because it's still body mass your heart is pushing against. So I just really contradicted myself. So BMI actually is a decent marker in some ways. But to figure out your goal weight, I had a number in my head that was where I thought I should be, because it's where I was in about like 10th, 11th grade. And that's when I remember feeling like, oh, this is where I feel good. When I got there, even when I got there 12 years ago, I was doughy in the face. This time I was not. But for me, it also depends on my eating behaviors, right? I can be what I am right now, which is 5 pounds less than my goal weight, and still feel like a busted can of biscuits if I'm not. Goal weight's tough. See what you feel like when you get there. I think that's the best way to say it. And be in contact with your provider, because so if you're in my coaching, it's tough to do in AMS because it's just pretty in depth. But if you're in my coaching, we'll figure out your body fat and goal weight, because my coaching is health, wealth, and relationships, right? So it's life coaching. So we can figure out your actual. And there are calculators out there, right? It's not like I'm the only person out there doing this. But there are calculators out. If you take your body fat, you put your current body fat in, you want to keep your lean mass as much as possible, right? You're going to lose a little bit just based on gravity. And then figure out what and like 25% body fat to start, right? 22%, 20, where you feel like you should be health-wise, and figure it out by body fat. That might even be what the hell are we doing over there? Sorry, I hope you guys can't hear that. Very loud. Anyway, so there's two ways to do it, right? It's kind of like the intuitive eating versus tracking. In studies, what works better? Intuitive eating or tracking? Intuitive eating? No, because I could intuitively eat a shit ton of Doritos. Okay, let's be honest. I'm going to intuitively eat all of the chocolate. So same kind of with goal weight, right? We can do it a scientific way, just give you a ballpark and then figure out, like, I got there and I was like, this doesn't feel like I thought it would feel. It's like a certain amount of money in your bank account too, right? Holy shit, I got there and it doesn't feel like I thought it would feel. Okay, so what's the problem? Anyway, sorry. I get today's a coachy day, apparently. So Angela, I love Angela's question on TikTok. Doctor, well, it's not really a question, but doctor wants me to try Zepbound for the food noise. Who's your doctor? We're sending everybody there in person.
Yeah, for real.
Right? Somebody got it. Somebody out there got it. Because we don't that's the thing. So people on the internet, right? People on the internet, they will tell you, well, if everybody just, ate when they were hungry and stopped when they were full and ate nutrient dense food. Yeah.
Well,
some of us don't have a full switch. I didn't know I didn't have a full switch until I had a full switch. But I think we should send everybody to your doctor, even though we are healthcare providers.
The other thing too is what's interesting is, I don't know what it's like in other professions, but in healthcare, there's snacks everywhere all the time. It's you.
Oh,
Our society is kind of like trained to just, oh, here's a snack. I need this. And reality is you kind of don't, you know? So that's kind of the nice thing about shutting down the food noise is you can kind of train yourself to, you know, actually have a good diet, not just snack all the time.
Yeah, I mean, we are trained as a society to, I mean, that's the thing, right? You feel uncomfortable, you feel happy. What do? Reach for a brownie. I mean, brownies are good for everything. Let's be real. Brownie batter is even better.
I keep wanting to try those pure protein bite thingies that keep coming up on they come up on the TikTok shop. But I need to order them and just see if they're.
See how they are.
Yeah.
I have to read this from Breaking Free from 7/15 because it's amazing. I'm no longer morbidly obese due to that chart, 92 to 39. Way to go. That's like amazing. That is amazing, right? And no matter how you slice it, like, does a number make you a better person? No, you weren't a bad person at 92. You were just killing your body. You know, I mean, I wasn't a bad person, 55 pounds heavier. I think, I don't know. I don't know. I got to figure out the math. Whatever. I'll just call it 55 because I don't feel like doing the math.
Whatever it was.
Yeah, whatever. 50 plus pounds heavier. That's better. I could use 50 plus because it's usually 50. I wasn't a bad person. I wasn't unhappy. I still had the same shit going on that I have going on today. Now, granted, I also had a lot more food noise.
Yeah.
I lived a life run by food, so I had a lot less brain space. I had a lot of emotional highs and lows that I see now I don't have if I don't eat recreational sugar, right? I'm not, I don't look for sugar and ketchup and things like that. Like, that's not what I mean when I say I don't eat sugar. I don't eat recreational sugar alone, which is really the key. You know, it's different if it's in a social situation, but I don't eat recreational sugar alone. I can't do it. I can do small amounts when I'm out with family and, you know, share a dessert or, you know, stuff like that. But I can't do it alone. Huh, funny that's right there. I can't do it alone. Funny. And neither can you, so don't lie to yourself.
For me, it's drinking calories like coffees and like sugary drinks. I try to completely avoid. I mean, not to be, you know, you have to have a little bit of enjoyment, but that's just not my thing.
Yeah, I mean, there's a difference between enjoyment, and that's a good question. That's a good point, because what's the difference between enjoyment and pathology, right? There comes a point where there's a difference. You're not enjoying it anymore. It's a compulsion. It becomes a compulsion because that reward cycle got flipped. And once that reward cycle is flipped, it doesn't ever get unflipped. Once that switch is done, it's done. Lindsay said, it's changed my life, my health, my pain in my body, everything. Yeah, agreed. Okay, Jackie, I just picked up my Wegovy and I have no idea what to think. Jackie, did they start you at 0.25? Please, God, say yes. I didn't ask if I'll still be on the Vyvanse with a Zepbound. There's no reason not to be. Don't treat your other medical conditions thinking this is a panacea. It's damn close, but and you might find that if you don't eat as much sugar, you're also not as distractible, ADHD, irritable, fly off the handle. You actually have the ability to, when you're not overeating. I'm a sugar and a volume addict. So it's a two-hit hypothesis here for me. It sucks balls, but whatever. It is what it is. I shouldn't say it sucks. It's a gift, right? It's the gift that I've been given to be able to help other people and make a better life for myself and hopefully my family. Fully shirts and pants at goal. I don't know what that was about. Hold on. I didn't realize how hard my life was for me and others. Dear God, right? God, you know, and it doesn't matter if it's 300 pounds or 20. That's what people don't say. Oh, this person doesn't deserve to be on a GLP-1. She's only 20 pounds overweight. You have no idea what's going on in her head. None. That's like saying to somebody who's depressed, don't go on Lexapro. You don't deserve it. You're not suicidal yet. Seriously. Oh shit, that's going to get me banned.
Oh. Maybe not. Maybe not.
I hope not. I hope not.
Let's move to Barbem. Are there cases where these meds don't work for some? I don't think we answered that one.
Oh, we did not. I missed it. Are there so let me just repeat it just so it gets heard on all the platforms. Are there cases where it doesn't work for people? Sorry, I just had the 12-step slogan come into my head. It works if you work it.
That's the truth.
We've had one true non-responder in 4,500 patients. So I guess the answer with an absolute would be yes. But if you actually work with your provider now, this was semaglutide. So if they would have switched to, they did switch to tirzepatide and worked fine.
I was gonna say they switched and immediately.
Yeah, it got results.
So, I mean, I think there's more to that question because I think there are cases where it doesn't work like you think it will.
Oh, whoa, that's a good one.
Yeah.
It doesn't work like you think it will.
Yeah, that's absolutely the case. We see a lot of those. And that's people that want 2.5 and 5 to be as effective as 15. That's for many people not the case. Now we'd kill Maureen if we gave her 15, and here I am cruising along on 15, and I'm kind of hungry right now. So everyone is different, and you may need a higher dose. I think we had one person that needed 15 for what, 3 months before it started to move, but then it started to move.
3 or 4 months. She was on 15. She had steroid-induced weight gain in addition to like the regular, right? And nothing, I swear to God, it was like that fat was rock. It was not going anywhere. She's on 15 for 4 months before she lost a damn pound. It was like, but I feel like she had a lot more metabolic repair to do underneath. And I think a lot of that is stuff we can't see because modern medicine, we probably can see it if we look, but we don't, we don't do a lot of these tests routinely, but why would you, right? Just stay the course and get
even establishing insulin resistance doesn't give you the whole picture of how long it's going to take to correct that. There is no easy test for a lot of this stuff. It's really just giving you the medicine and seeing how you respond. And then again, like you said, working the medicine, protein first. If you continue to eat a donut in the morning, you will still eat too many calories because they're easy to eat even on the meds. So, in fact, I'm getting ready to respond to a patient asking us, about she's on 5 milligrams. She hasn't lost a lot of weight. She wants to stop because she says she feels fatigued. Well, she's a very active job. She actually works in a barn, so little does she know how much I can relate. But the thing is, your body is adapted to whatever you do. It was going to give it there. Give
us a thumbs up on YouTube if you want to go there.
Something has to change, and it can't just be a little bit of medicine. I wonder, is she not eating protein first? Is she eating any protein? So
a couple bites of fruit every couple of hours. Like
she says she's not eating anything and she doesn't understand. Well, you're eating something. So
I'm laughing because Courtney said once we were on a walk, and I will never forget this. It was probably a walk, not a run, because let's be honest.
Yeah.
And Courtney was talking to a patient who said, "I don't eat poorly." And Courtney said, "The hell you don't. Your ass tells me otherwise." Now, she didn't say that to the patient, thank God.
No.
But we would say that to each other as patients. Absolutely. Because we do healthcare for each other. Because the nice part is I got 5 people backing up my Ozempic ass for Maribel out there, who can answer questions for me. Hold on, I want to grab this. So where do we practice? We are in Alabama. We're remote. We're all remote. We do not do in-person care. Alabama, Arizona, Indiana, Louisiana, Mississippi, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, Florida, Michigan, Ohio, New York, Tennessee, Texas, and Virginia. But I want to grab this next two. Well, okay. Oh, how much should I lose first month of Wegovy 0.25? Either none or 30 pounds. We have no idea.
There's no should.
There's no should.
But does it stop menstruation? Here's the key. No, it's going to regulate you probably, if everything is to be believed. Back it up, man. Back it up, and not with oral contraceptives. It's a black box warning. Everyone's worried about pancreatitis. How about kids? They're more expensive.
A lot.
So the official word
Got a
from
ton of questions.
Eli Lilly is,
Oh, there's shortages still. Oh yeah.
oh yes, please report your shortage. I saw someone said that because our local rep is saying there is no shortage. Yes, there is. But or it also might be you're playing with a pharmacy that doesn't want to play well. CVS, I don't know, does that get us banned? Doesn't
I don't
play as nicely.
Certain pharmacies are easier than others to get your dose.
Yeah. But back to the what they say about birth control is they say backup birth control with initiation and dose change. We say oral is not ever reliable enough. It messes with the absorption. So we recommend a non-oral form of birth control. So ring, patch, IUD, shot.
I'm salty today. Sorry. So
So-
no oral. Just kidding. That's not what we meant.
Lynette, sorry.
Birth control. Birth control.
Both.
Sorry,
Both.
my dad's listening. My dad is listening.
No, we don't say no oral. We say both oral and barrier.
Oy. Anyway, we're going to hell. It's fine. The coffee will be hot and our friends will be there.
Hey,
Oh,
my
sorry. It's right there. That's great. It's great. Brandon.
my kid's laughing.
That's fantastic. We're going to hell.
Perfect.
Well, I
yeah,
was
we're for CBS.
for,
Oh, Annette, and you know.
for
Yeah.
notepads to middle school that had birth control names on it, and I had no idea.
Oh, that's hilarious. Shortage. So how do we report a shortage? There is just Google how to report a shortage to the FDA. Because I don't remember the website. I'll be honest. We'll do it quick because I only got 10 more minutes. But just Google report a shortage to the FDA. Lena, can you see if that's in there anywhere? Can you Google that and post it? And you can't do it as a link. Here's the problem. You can't put a link on TikTok because it won't go through. But this question, Glenda, what if food noise and appetite suppression only lasts about 2 days? Should I go up a dose? I would say if you were our patient and this was medical advice, yes. And Amanda just gave you fireworks on YouTube for going up a dose. Yeah. Oh, yes, I know. Annette. Yeah. Annette working for CVS. And it's just, it's people, they're not playing nice. It's fine. It's like Steve Jobs and Elon Musk, right? I can't use Apple Play in my Tesla. It's just the way it is, right? It's okay. We make it work. But like, when I went into HEB to get Zepbound the other day, I have to figure out exactly how many days ago that was, as a matter of fact. When I went in to get it, I was like, do you guys have Zepbound 7.5? And she's like, I don't know. Let me check. Yeah, we do. She goes, we don't have your savings card on file. Here's the key. Please, public service announcement. Please look for savings cards. If you have commercial insurance, which means non-government insurance. Oh, awesome. If you have non-government insurance, but you have insurance and it doesn't cover, savings cards work in that scenario. We did this a lot 2 years ago, a lot 1 year ago, and now we're forgetting that. People are thinking that the price is the price. These companies actually do offer big savings cards on these medications. And I think I said this last time, maybe it was a patient call. Wegovy is they're stepping up to the plate. There's just like 600 now. So because it was like 800 or 900 before, they're really stepping up to the plate and helping that out. So that's super cool. Yes, it did show up, Lena. Thank you for that. Yeah, so just Google, yeah, because the more we report the shortage, it lets the FDA know that it is truly on shortage still. Even though the manufacturer says it isn't, it's not getting out to the actual people who are taking the medication. So that's what a shortage means. To me, anyway. Free for me when it's available. That's amazing. I know, we're a little envious. It's okay. You know what though? People who pay are, you're grateful, but not, you know what I mean? Like when we have to invest, it's an okay thing. It's an okay thing. I think, because it makes me looking to start GLP-1s. Any advice? Yes, come see us. AMStelehealth.com. Any advice? Don't overeat the night before. Because if you are an early responder, you're going to regret that the next day. Hydrate with electrolytes. This is not medical advice. This is personal experience. Hydrate with electrolytes once a day. Make sure you take a walk and enjoy the sunshine every day. Do something active outside. enjoy the ride. Take the first month and don't stress.
Mhm.
Hopefully you're an early responder who gets that relief in food noise. Because it's a godsend. It's a godsend. I'd pay for this, got my life back. Exactly. Yeah. Because we were on the $25 Manjaro coupon wave when we started it. And I probably wouldn't have started it otherwise, because if you'd have told me I had to fork over $500 a month, I'd have been like, yeah, I don't know if it's worth it. Which is such a, as a new acquaintance just told me, that's a broke ass decision. Because if I'm like, literally you've been struggling with something for 40 years that ruins your freaking life, and you're not willing to pay $500 a month for it. What the hell's wrong with you? Like, I'm saying this to me, not you. Yeah. Anyway, now I know this. So Christy, I would suggest, this, I'm team tirzepatide all the way, guys. So I would suggest tirzepatide. It's better in studies. And across our 4,500 patients that we've had come through, it is better for anyone who can afford it.
But we have had many people successful on semaglutide. So if you can afford some semaglutide, but I mean, I still encourage people to check with your insurance. It's changing all the time. And unfortunately it changes in the other way as well. We have someone who just had to get a diagnosis code sent, never needed one before. I don't know what happened with that. Hopefully that worked. Yay, Stephanie oh no, don't be scared. Girl, grab and stab. She just got approved for Manjaro and I'm scared to take it. Grab, stab, just do it.
As long as it's 2.5. As long as it's 2.5, grab and stab.
Yes.
Don't do anything higher than that. You will be like, what the hell did I just get hit with?
Don't let anybody jump you in a deep end of the pool. But no, I was just so excited about it. She got approved. But yeah, yes, it's 2.5. Grab, stab, grab and stab. Try and get it approved and go through traditional if needed. If not, please, there is compound available through us, through others, but a reputable source. Don't go to Bob's Peptides. Don't go to anybody that sells things that are not FDA approved.
Aren't prescribed.
Yeah, don't go to anybody who tells you to mix your own. Good God. No, go to sterile compounding pharmacies through prescribers, such as ourselves or others who are actually medical providers. But yeah, the medicines are worth it. And yeah.
Ready? Speed run. 4 minutes. How many questions can I hit? Any tips for fighting stress? Less sugar, get outside. Don't ruminate about what you can't control. Those are my 3 tips for the day. Ugh. They hurt, right? Those are tough. We don't run insurance. We do not use insurance for our medical care. We are self-pay, cash only.
But they can use their flex spending.
You can use HSA, FSA with us because it's a healthcare expense. We can give you an EOB if you need it. But we don't run insurance claims for the medical care. That's why we keep our costs low. Working like hell to keep them there. Going to compound, if you can afford the $100 more a month for compound tirzepatide, I would pick that. What happens when Eli Lilly sends out the cease and desist letter? Well, if we get a cease and desist letter, we've got to decide internally what that means, since we don't produce it or promote it. We promote Zepbound, Ozempic, Manjaro, brand name GLP-1s, right? If everybody could get brand name, that's what we do. So now if it depends. We would maybe have to let some people go if we don't need them to manage our compound order and that order tracking. We may need to let people go. So, yeah, we don't know. That cease and desist letter was very specific and very odd that they were sending it to providers, because it never said don't prescribe. It said don't promote or produce. I don't do those things. So, no, if everybody could get Zepbound, I am grab and stab all the freaking way. Eli Lilly saved my life. We should have a campaign. Forget the election. Okay, hold on. Will it go away? Yeah, we don't know. What we do at AMS, and which we've done this since day one. Hey, that's pretty good. 1 minute. Since day one, we roll with the punches, right? So we are a medical practice. We are not a GLP-1. Oh my God, we only make money when we prescribe compounded. That's not what we do. We do medical care. So we are a doc in your pocket. Oh shit, Brandon, I forgot to say this. It is 10:58 and I forgot to say it. If you are our patient, Urgent care is included at no cost.
Yes,
So we
thank you. I
are
was thinking
talking
about saying that earlier.
I'm like, shoot,
We
I
have,
forgot.
we offer a lot of value and, you know, it's very important.
Yeah, because we want you, lifestyle medicine isn't just about the lifestyle part. It's about the lifestyle part, right? It's about you not sitting in a waiting room in an urgent care for 3 hours because you have the same old shit you always have. You know what it is. We say, all right, let's get you started so you can follow up in person with your primary care doc, make an appointment, make it faster, right? So, and Nikki does this too. She does what's called bridge care. That's what we've kind of termed it, where like, say you're going to your doctor and you're like, shit, I need labs and I don't feel like going to the doctor, getting labs, going to the lab, getting it done. We can give you an order for labs and then you follow up with your doctor and you got them in your pocket. Boom, save some time. That's lifestyle medicine. We do not do functional medicine. I don't do funky medicine. We do actual medicine. Shit, going to hell for that one too.
Do lifestyle medicine.
We do lifestyle medicine. It's different. Functional medicine does a lot with hormones and manipulation of numbers. We do make your life better. So we take a more 30,000 foot view. We do medicine, right? It's called lifestyle medicine because we do work on nutrition. We work on stress. We work on, medications that can help you reverse metabolic damage. But we don't do a lot with like nitpicky hormone stuff. It's beyond our scope. And beyond the scope, we have chosen to take big rocks first. I'm not gonna do pebbles trying to fit that pebble shit in when we got big ass rocks to hit. So we hit the big rocks. I think functional medicine absolutely has its place. It's just not my passion at all. So I'm not gonna bullshit you and say it is, just to get you as a patient. Get lab work done on Thursday. Doc wanted semaglutide, but I think I want tirzepatide. I know. I don't mean to like sway you, but I'm on tirzepatide. I won't even try semaglutide. I kind of want to sometime, but just to see.
I also wonder if this is, if this is a primary practice. Does your doctor know that they can get your semaglutide approved, where you may have to fail semaglutide to get tirzepatide? This might.
I think she's going compound.
Oh, okay, compound. Sorry, never mind.
Yeah, because insurance wise, they count semaglutide sometimes as step therapy for tirzepatide.
Ironically, since it's cost a couple.
It actually costs more, right? Whatever. I'm over it. All right, it is 11 o'clock. So if you do want to get into, you want to be a patient of ours, go to amstelehealth.com. Click be a patient, free consult, doesn't cost you anything until we come up with a plan. Yeah, I do direct primary care, no insurance. Yeah. A lot of, we can do better. We can do better things that way. Yeah, one of my colleagues is an awesome direct primary care doc. Ended up being the doctor of a friend of mine and I didn't know it. She's like, I got this awesome new doctor. And I'm like, what's his name? And she tells me and I was like, no shit, let me text him. Hold on. So that's pretty funny. So, Angela, our pleasure. We're here every Tuesday. Every Tuesday we can't be. Sometimes it changes. Just take a look. amstelehealth.com. I wonder if ams.com is available. Probably not. This is how my brain is. It is what it is. amstelehealth.com. Click be a patient. Like I said, we don't charge you until we come up with a plan. Okay. If you're like, God, you guys are crazy, forget it. I don't like the way you do asynchronous care. I don't like texting. I want to talk to somebody all the time. We're not your people, but we're not going to charge you money until you know that, right? So it's pretty cool.
Might be.
What'd you say?
AMS.com is something now linked to something that's about to shut down. So I don't know, maybe go buy it.
We'll see how expensive it is. We'll see. We'll see what's out there. All right. So we're out. We got to go. I got to go to my coaching call. Linda's on this one too. And she's probably like, get off, go. So if you want to get Lena's laughing, go, you're late. I know I'm late. If you want to get into coaching, which is a lot more in-depth. So AMS, we do health. Dr. Mo coaching, we do health, wealth, relationships, financial security. We will be adding other states in the future. It just takes 6 to 8 weeks. So it's like not worth banking on us. Go to whereisnicole or whereismaribel.com to get care sooner. Don't wait for us.
Barbara, where are you?
I was gonna say, Barbara, where are you? Yeah, true.
We can prioritize.
We can prioritize, but we're not doing California. So go to Maribel. Connecticut, can't do Connecticut. So hold on, I got to drag my TikTok puzzle piece to keep going. I know we will not be doing Connecticut because of the legal ramifications in Connecticut. So go to Nikki. Whereisnicole.com. Go to Nikki. Thank you, Lena, for putting up drmocoaching.com. Say it again, Mufasa. Really sad, really sad.
Mhm.
Let's pay homage. You're welcome. But yeah, I can tell you, because I know the states we can't do because it's legally, it doesn't, but we can get you good help. So, oh my God, it came across on Instagram. You can do Instagram links all day, every day. That's good. Okay, cool. Thank you, Lena. This is like the most perfectly run live we've done. I've got 3 platforms. Yes, I'm late. I hear you. I'm late to my own damn appointment. It's fine. We'll call it doctor shit. Yeah, but if you want to go to coaching, just send me a DM. Either question, just put success, the word success. If you want success, ask me for information. If you're like, no, I want to get into today's call, we can get you in 5 minutes. I got Jill standing by in the back end today with a whole process to get us in. Check that out. Systems for the win, because my brain is a shit show.
Which don't forget to say your coaching is 50 states.
Oh yeah, that's right. Coaching's global. Technically, it's actually global.
Okay.
It's not limited by anything. We are, I know, right? We are boundaryless in coaching. That's the fun part, because it's life coaching and not medicine. So I don't care where you are, I can coach you. That's the fun part. Like super fun. Okay. All right. I got to go have some fun. We will see you guys next week, 10 o'clock Central. See you then. Bring your questions. Go to amspublicgroup.com. Linda, see you in 1 minute. I know, right? Go to amspublicgroup.com if you have questions that you want us to answer next time and you can't be there. So we'll see you there soon. All right. We're going to end TikTok first. So we'll get you off the talk. We'll see you next week. Instagram. We'll see you guys next week. Yeah, you see my finger. See you next week. Not that finger. And then we'll go end Zoom.